You know, Iyin, as you speak, I can't help but think of the reality of Nigeria and Africa, of course.
Yeah.
Just the number of people just doing anything they can to get out. Because, like, you know, economically, things have become harsher than before, tougher. Yeah. So it's very difficult to convince the youth, not even the youths, almost everybody, that there is still gold to mine here. But you are mining gold. You are literally mining gold here and exporting it around. You did that with Andela. You did that with Flutter Wave because it started here. It became a global thing and solving problems. What can we do? What, in your view, would help to bring a shift for people to see what is here? Because it seems it's not everybody that can see it, and it's difficult to see. What kind of glasses do we need to, specs do we need to wear? What kind of glasses do you need to put on?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good question. My sense is that what I feel like my generation is still struggling with is a question of purpose, right? Why am I here? And I think that's what is reflected in this Japa, because, I was one of, I was pilloried a lot, especially by my peers when I said, guys, this whole idea of, I want to live in, especially after October 2020 and SARS, and all that. I want to go to the UK, it's safer, this, that. I said, those societies, people built them. And the people that build them don't look like you. So they didn't build them for you. Why not be here and find the vineyard where God wants you working to bring this country up to be similar to that? And those places are options for you. You have the resources to go and rest. You understand? Okay, maybe your children or your wife wants to go, you can send them, but you are not going to be very useful over there. As useful as you are over there, as you are here, especially if you're trying to solve a problem here. And I think it takes a mindset of purpose for you to stay here, particularly as it gets tougher and tougher. Harsher. Gets tougher and tougher. And it takes a lot of faith, a lot of great faith to do business here. And a lot of people, I think, because they're not really listening to God anymore. I think they just make a decision on the basis of what they see, the circumstances they see. I was reading Nehemiah the other day. I think it was Nehemiah 4. And I was just reading, and, this is somebody that jackpot, right? And then came back to Jerusalem because there were walls that needed to be built. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, right? There were Tobiases and Sanballats that were making sure that his life was hard, right? But they kept building. Remember the words I picked out, they kept building, they kept building. They kept building, they stand on God. They kept building, they stand on God. And I think it's really, look, if you're not a believer, I think you can make any decision you like, right? Because, ultimately, he doesn't own your life, right? So there's nothing. But if you're a believer, I think those decisions they shouldn't be treated with levity. You shouldn't be going where you don't have a mission. And I think a lot of people who made costly mistakes with their lives and their ministry by making that move, where there are things that God maybe proposed that they will do here, and because of they were distracted by more worldly cares. They made decisions that perhaps if they had made decisions that were more aligned with God's will for their lives, they would still be here and they would be contributing. Yes.